Hey, Cortexian here. I'm going to run you guys how to start off on the Freelancer server quick. Having not played the single player before, if you want to just jump in the multiplayer, this will be pretty handy. I'm assuming that you've got Freelancer installed, the Mod Manager installed, and the mod activated. If you have any questions about those, you can ask me on the forums or whatever, and I'll get back to you there. Once you're in-game here, and you're at this screen, you'll just want to hit multiplayer servers. Just ignore this 3D sound notice thing if it pops up, and hit internet. You may have to update. If you do, just go for it. Nothing bad's going to happen if you do. You're going to see a bunch of servers right off the bat here. The best way to find mine is to go to Set Filter and hit Hide Servers with Incompatible Builds, and that'll only show you 88 Flak servers. You'll see anywhere between 3 to 6. These two are the official ones, I believe. This is another user-hosted one, I think, and Lancers Edge is my server that you'll want to join. So just double-click on that, and it'll bring you to your character creation screen. You'll want to hit New Character, and just enter in a name for your character here. I'll go with Tut Cortexian, Tutorial Cortexian. And once you have them, just select them and hit Load Character. First thing you want to do, right off the bat, is go to the ship dealer at the top here. There's, depending on the station you're in, you're going to have different icons here for what's available at the station. This new base here happens to have the launch pad, which is something that all the bases will have, otherwise you wouldn't be able to get back out of the station. The commodity trader, the equipment dealer, and the ship dealer. I'll go over those a little bit later, but first, just go to the ship dealer. The ship you're going to want to start off with is the Star Blazer, so select that, and right off the bat you're going to want to read these two info cards. Read the Welcome to 88 Flak one first. You can just scroll down here, read that basically, and then read the commodity trade lane note, which if you've played Freelancer before, this will have more meaning to you than if you haven't. Anyway, once you've done that, I'm going to recommend that you sell the ammunition for your slingshot, and just kind of browse through all of your external, internal, and commodities. Make sure you don't have anything extra in there other than what's shown in this video. Once you've got that done, just hit Buy Ship, and it'll tell you that you've successfully purchased your ship. Now, if you want to check out these other dealers, basically, this is your equipment dealer. This one's a little bit different. It's got this change view button here, so you can kind of take a different view of your ship. This doesn't work for the bigger ships because they take up more of the actual station screen than you can fit in this area. Like battleships, you can't fit a battleship in the screen, so you don't really see anything. If you want to talk to the equipment dealer, you just hit the little guy icon, and this will show you everything he has, and this shows you what you have. So you can see ammo, external equipment, internal equipment, all that kind of stuff. Your engine, don't really need to worry about that. Scanner, don't need to worry about. Tractor beam, don't need to worry about. It's not actually a tractor, it's your tractor beam. Nanobots, just repair your hull damage, and shield batteries, repair your shield back from if it's been depleted completely, or if you just want to, you know, get a one-up on the other guy by repairing your shield quick. So you'll want to keep those. And actually, before I launch, I'll show you the commodity dealer. Basically, this just shows you all the items and shit you pick up during your travels. Again, nothing here to buy or anything, since we haven't done anything yet, so I'll show you that more detail in a bit. Now I'll just kind of go over the stuff in the top right here. Attention required section just shows you group invites and stuff if you're playing with other people. Chat section shows you all your chat channels. If you're in a group, this group channel will show up and you'll be able to click on it to talk to your group members. Universe channel, you can click on to talk to everybody in the server. And then individual players will show up here. You can click on them and send them individual messages as well. Alternatively, you can hit the Enter key on your keyboard and press the up and down arrows, and that will cycle through the available chat things. So if you're in a group, you'll be able to go to group. If you're talking with another player, you'll be able to select them as well. Then you just type in what you want and hit Enter again to send it. Pretty standard. The neural net log shows you some basic tips about flying around using wingmen. and your lawful solo flight tips and unlawful solo flight tips. The next one over is your map. Hitting this button on the top left switches to your like world map or universe map type thing. All the different areas that you've discovered will show up here. These glowy little stars are actual systems that you know of. And clicking on the ship will take you back to your local map. You can click anywhere on the map and zoom in, and then you can drag it around, just click and hold. And then you can click anywhere on the map and set a waypoint if you want. The waypoints. And then you can set best path to get to and from places, which is kind of irrelevant since there's no trade lanes in this. These are just different filters to show you different things on the map itself. Don't really need to worry about those right away. Inventory just shows you all the inventory on your ship. Internal equipment, external equipment, ammunition, and commodities. Player status shows you your reputation with all the known fractions you've come across, and a bunch of stats about your character. The current information just shows you about, if you don't have anything selected or you're in a base or whatever, it just shows you about basically what's in this area. If you do have something selected, it'll tell you about whatever you have selected. So hitting F9, which is the shortcut for that, is helpful. Anyway, now that we're ready to go, let's launch into space here. So first things first, we'll go over the new UI elements that have appeared. At the top here, you've got your free flight button and your cruise button. And then you've got your go-to button, your dock button, and your formation button. Now, as you can see behind me, we just launched out of the new base. If I wanted to redock, I would select it and hit the dock button. It would then put me on autopilot and then basically take me back into the ship. Sometimes the autopilot is weird, like it just was there. And it takes you on a weird path. Most of the time it works fairly well. Anyway, we'll launch back to space here. And go to, basically something similar. You just select something in the distance, which you can also select by changing your info filters here. So I could select, say, this gamma jump hole, which is fairly far away, 4.1 kilometers away or whatever. And I hit go to, and it'll automatically take me there at cruise speed. Once I get to the destination, it just stops me. I don't go through the wormhole or anything like that. And then it puts you back on free flight so you can do whatever you want. Standard controls, W and A control your speed, A slows you down, W speeds you up. Holding down the mouse button lets you fly in the direction your mouse is basically pointing. Right clicking is fire. Alternatively, you can hit the spacebar, and then you don't have to hold down the main click button, your left click. Another handy button to know is Tab. That enables your thruster, basically, and you can fly around a lot more, you know, in a military style that way for fighting and stuff. It's very handy. And another good button is the Z key, which cuts your engines completely and allows you to basically drift in the direction that you were currently going. You can see my speed indicator down here is minus 160 because I'm currently going backwards, whereas if I turn around, I'm currently going forwards. Hitting Z will re-engage your engines, and same will W or A, I believe. So yeah, right click is shoot, space is your mouse control toggle. Another button that's handy is H, which puts you into turret view. Again, if you hold down the click button, your left click, you can look around your ship this way, and you can shoot. If you've got turrets, you can shoot behind you and stuff. If not, you can only shoot in the angles that your weapons can fire. Again, you can hit space to toggle the mouse look for this, or you can just hold down the mouse button. Hit H again to turn turret view off, and you're good to go. Now, like I said, we'll go over the new UI elements. So basically, down at the bottom left here, this kind of shows you all the important things in the system that you can scan and detect. This just automatically selects the closest enemy. There are none now. The shortcut for that is R, which is very handy in fights. This shows you all the important things. You can add things to that by selecting something and typing /M, and that will keep it on that list regardless of what other things you select. So you can see I can select that unknown planet over there, or the new base, and Liberty Jump Hole, Lawful, Normal Start stays on there because I added it into the list. So that's basically that. These are different filters. This will show you important ships. This just shows you important dockable locations, basically. Loot will show you any equipment or commodities that have been dropped into space that you can pick up. And all just shows you everything. If you're looking for something specific, these are handy to look through, because as you can see, they don't all show in important, unless they are important. Over here on the right, you've got your nanobot count and your shield battery count. The hotkeys for those are G and F, respectively. And then you've got a list of your guns. By clicking on them, you can disable them from working. I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm only shooting 3 right now with right-click. If I disable all but 1, you can see only one of them are firing. Different one firing there. Different one there. And a different one there. These are handy for setting weapon groups and such. If you have missiles, they'll automatically fire if you press Q, I believe. So you could disable your missiles on this list if these were missiles. And then just use right-click for your flash points, and then use Q to fire your missiles. Besides that, that's pretty much everything. The bottom here, I believe, is your thruster, like, percentage for fuel, which regenerates when you're not using it. And then the top bar here is your available power for firing. You can see that goes down as you fire. And then you've got shields, and then you've got your hull status. So that's fairly standard. Now that we've gone over all that, you're going to want to find this Liberty Jump Hole, Lawful, Normal Start, and dock with it. Alright, now we are in the New York system in Liberty Space. This is Planet Manhattan over here. It's one of the big, or it's going to be your major kind of hub area for starting off in 88 Flak here. Just fly away a little bit, give you a little bit better view. Anyway, first thing you're going to want to do is just dock on Planet Manhattan. So you can select the planet or the docking ring and hit dock. Now that you've landed, I'll show you what we're going to be working towards. And here's the bar icon. This is another icon that you'll see on certain bases, which just takes you to a bar where you can sometimes... This is your character, by the way, that you play as. His name is Trent, which you'll find out if you play the single player. But anyway, you can basically get rumors here, and you can talk to people, and they'll let you know about different stuff that's going on in the area. Anyway, if you go to the ship dealer, I'll show you the ship that we're working towards getting here, which is going to start making you some money. First thing you want to get for a ship is that Rhino, which is the one in the back right there. This guy here. It's a transport, and it's got a decent cargo space, just to, you know, gain you some money, so you can start spending it on some actual fighters and stuff for your main character. Anyway, once you've docked on Manhattan, checked out the Rhino if you feel like it, you can just launch back to space.